Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are going to discuss the second lecture of average velocity, and basically today we are going to discuss more about how to solve numericals, and these numericals are slightly tricky, so you need to practice more to get a good hand in this type of numericals. Okay, so we are going to start with the first question. The first question is this one. I suggest you pause the video for some time and you read the question properly. Now since you have read the question, so the question is like this: a body has speed v, 2v and 3v in first 1/3 of distance s, second 1/3 of s and third 1/3 of distance s respectively. Its average speed will be how much? So the question talks about a total journey. So a total journey is from here to here. This is your total journey, and let us say the total journey is s, total distance. Out of this 1/3, this is 1/3, this is 1/3, and this is 1/3. So this 1/3 the body is having a speed of v, this 1/3 the body is having a speed of 2v, and this 1/3 the body is having a speed of 3v. Now the only thing which is not given to you is time. So you have to assume the time. Let us say the time is t1, say that the time is t2, and let us say the time is t3. With this data you have to find what is the average speed. So if you look at the average speed formula, average speed is total distance by total time. Okay. Now total distance obviously will be from this to this. That is s by 3 plus s by 3 plus s by 3, and that entire thing is s. So total distance will be equal to your s divided by total time is t1 plus t2 plus t3. So total time is t1 plus t2 plus t3. If you can do this much, that means you have done half of the question. And drawing a schematic diagram for every questions of physics is very essential, especially from class 11 onwards. Now you have to take care of t1, t2 and t3. That means you have to write the value of t1 in terms of s and v. Remember, v and s are the given parameters. You have to write t2 also in terms of s and v, t3 also in terms of s and v. So how it goes? So if I use the formula of distance, this formula, distance equals to speed times time, that is speed multiplied by time. So here the distance is s by 3 will be equal to speed is v multiplied by time t1. Okay. Similarly over here, s by 3 equals to speed is 2v multiplied by time t2, and similarly over here s by 3 is equal to 3v multiplied by time t3. This one that is your s by 3 is equal to v times of t1 implies t1 will be equal to, take v here over here, so this becomes s by 3v. Similarly, second term, that is your s by 3, this is your first term and this is your second term. Second term is s by 3 equal to 2v times of t2. So again, if you take this 2v here, you will get the value of t2 equals to s, this 2 3 is 6, so it becomes 6 times of v. And similarly, you will get from the third term is s by 3 equals to 3v times of t3. So t3 will be is equal to s by 9v. Now where I am going to put this value of t1, t2 and t3? In that general formula. So if I use this general formula of s divided by time t1 is s by 3v. So that is your s by 3v plus s by 6v plus s by 9v. Okay. There is a s and v common in the denominator, so I can write here as s by v. The first term will give you 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 9. This S and this S will get cancelled out. This V will go at the top. So you are left with V divided by, now 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 9. What is the LCM of 3, 6 and 9? The LCM is 18. 3 6 are 18, so this becomes 6. 6 3s are 18, so this becomes 3. 9 2s are 18, so this becomes 2. And then this 18 will go at the top, so it becomes 18V divided by 6 plus 3 9 and plus 10 plus 2, that is 11. So this is your final answer, 18V by 11. Okay, so this is how we do the calculation. Moving to the next question. The next question is this. Pause the video and read the question carefully. Now if you have read the question, this is a very easy question. Question number 2. Question number 2 says a car travels a distance of S on a straight road in 4 hours. So distance is S, in time 4 hours, and then travel back to the same point in 3 hours. What is the average speed? So in this case, this is very easy question. Average speed will be equal to total distance. Total distance is S plus S. S forward journey, another S backward journey. So S plus S, and this S in terms of kilometers. So you can write kilometer over here. And then total time. Total time is 4 plus 3 7. So this is your 7 hour, and hence your answer is 2S by 7 kilometer per hour. This is your answer. Write it. Moving ahead with question number 3. I would like to make a note over here. Please think over it why I am saying this, and it's very easy to get the answer. In this case, the average velocity in question number 2 will be 0. Okay, think about it. Then go to question number 3. It's again on your screen. Pause the video and read the question. This question number 3 is very, very important. Now, if you have read the question says that a particle moving in a straight path covers half the distance. So, if I consider this from here to here as the total as S, then it travels half the distance from here to here, S by 2, with a speed of 4 meter per second, and let us say the time taken is t1. Then the question says the other half of the distance is covered in 2 equal time intervals. So the other half, this remaining half, S by 2, from here to here, if it travels in a time t2, then from here to here also it travels in a time t2. So the other half, it travels into 2 equal time intervals. So let us say that this is S1 and this is S2. Remember, S1 plus S2 will be giving you S by 2. So this is S2. S1 plus S2 will be the other half of the entire distance. And this one, it is traveling with a speed of 2 meter per second. And this one is traveling with a speed of 6 meter per second. We will first write the general formula. General formula of average speed is equal to total distance. Total distance, of course, it is S. The whole thing is S. By total time is t1 from here to here. Then from here to here is t2. Then from here to here also is t2. And let us not forget, S1 plus S2 is equal to S by 2. Now consider this part from here to here. In this part, S by 2, this one, distance equals to speed multiplied by time. So 4 into t1. This implies t1 will be equal to, take this 4 here, so it becomes S by 8. Go to the second segment. In this segment, S1. What is S1? S1 will be equal to speed 2 meter per second multiplied by time, that is 2 multiplied by time t2. This implies nothing. I want S1. Third part of journey is S2. So this is your S2 equals to speed is 6 meter per second multiplied by time. So this is your 6 multiplied by time is again t2. Now what is S1 plus S2? So if I put these equations S1 and S2 over here, what will I get? This implies, what is S1? S1 is 2 into T2. So 2 into T2 plus S2. What is S2? 6 times of T2. So this is 6 times of T2. And this whole together must be equal to S by 2. Now 2T2 plus 6T2 is equal to 8T2 equals to S by 2. This implies, take 8 over here, so this implies T2 will be equal to S by 16. And now it's time to put this whatever we have got in the main formula. So in the main formula, your average speed is equal to S divided by T1. What is T1? T1 is equal to S by 8. So this is S by 8 plus T2. What is T2? S by 16. S by 16. Again T2. So T2 is repeated twice. So T2 S by 16. Again T2 is S by 16. So plus S by 16. So this will give me, if I take S common, I am left with 1 by 8 plus 1 by 16 plus 1 by 16. This S and this S will get cancelled out. So I am left with 1 over here. Now 1 by 8. 1 by 16 plus 1 by 16, that is equal to 2 by 16. 2 will get cancelled out and this becomes 1 by 8 again. Now again you are left with 1 divided by 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8, and that is equal to 1 by 2 by 8. 8 goes at the top, so it becomes 8 by 2, and 8 by 2 is 4 meter per second. And that is the final answer. Okay. So this is how you have to do questions. Plenty of them are there. Around 5 or 6 of 5 are there in your prep work. Try doing those questions. Thank you and thank you for watching.